Um, Kalpna, you are the director and founder of Silent River Film Festival. Can you tell me why you started the festival?
I felt that there is a need for a film festival which can be a platform for unique voices to be heard. Normally, we all want to hear our own voice, and other voices, when we hear, sometimes do not make sense to us. And why is that? Because we do not have a way of exchanging our ideas and sharing our stories. And you can share your ideas by various means, but I felt film was such a powerful medium that can tell our stories in a way it cannot be told by anyone. So I wanted to have a platform where we all can come together and share our stories and know each other as a world together. So that's how I envision a festival which can be a bridge between East and West, and we can also be a platform for cinema for causes and show some meaningful films that inspire us and also inspire us not just to make film only for ourselves for entertainment, but that can be a powerful vehicle for bringing positive changes in our society.
Thank you. And this year you have introduced a new program to the festival, the Literature and Art of Cinema Workshop. Can you describe to me what the inspiration was to this workshop and what it is?
Yes, we writers and poets and filmmakers are always looking for various things that can inspire us to write or create. And then when I'm a writer, poet, and filmmaker myself, so I felt that I had access to a world in a way perhaps not very many people can have, and I could see that all this art form do make sense on one-on-one with us, but when they come together, they become very powerful. And so also I noticed that when I used to I'm busy making film or doing a film festival, my writer, poets, and friends, they will think, oh, right now Kalpna is so busy with films, what they have to do. Maybe they'll wait till have a poetry session with us together, or we'll have poetry reading. And I said, no, just come on and join us. And they say, what we poets can do there. And some will say, hey, I really don't like watching movies, and all kind of excuses for not joining the festival. So I said, I'm going to create a program, and they do not know how much inspiration I have derived from watching films, and that has helped me in writing many things that I could never have written if I had not watched those films. So I said, I know to totally understand, but would you like to just come, share the red carpet moment with us? Let's see how these films are going to inspire us writer to write poetry and prose. So I had some encouragement, and some people thought it's like kind of we are trying to prompt the writer to write something, and they don't want to be told how to write. They want to be independent writing, and that's all cool. This workshop is not about, as I mentioned to you before also, that we are not putting writers and poets in incubators, that you are hatching prose and poetry there. It's just about being there and see if you can look at the same story from different standpoints, such as maybe you can take a persona of a character in the movie, and you can relate to the pain and suffering or joy of that person and feel inspired to write something from a character's point of view. Then you can also choose to be just like, let's say, for example, you are covering a story of war and you are a war journalist. They are there to document what is happening. So you can be like a journalist just looking at a documentary and how the story is being told, and this is something amazing that we are not physically there, but we are seeing from a standpoint of someone else and feel that we are there in some ways, and that can inspire us to write something. or maybe you can be just a neutral observer and say, I'm not going to be a character, I'm not going to be a journalist, I can be just a neutral person. I want to see if it makes sense to me or not. So there is no such guideline here provided that you have to follow. If you don't follow, you fail. It's not about passing and failing, it's about participating and making an effort to understand how powerful this medium of cinema is to take us to other side of the world, or into life of someone which we are not personally living, or we are not physically being there, but we do have access to, and they are inspiring us to tell a story or write a poetry in a way it has never been told before.
Thank you. And tonight you had those 3 poets that participated in the workshop this week read in front of the audience during the awards ceremony. And how did that feel to have this new project come together in such a great way that it did?
I felt a sense of satisfaction that I put so much hard work in putting this workshop together, and I never had thought that it will be so well received and it will be so fruitful and it will be so appreciated and celebrated. I felt that everyone present in the movie theater was engaged to that. Even though many of the people had not watched the film, but they could relate to the characters. For an example, we had a poem on Alex and Ali written by David Worthington, and I saw people moved by that poem. So I think we can inspire each other. Writers can inspire filmmakers, as filmmakers are inspiring writers, and then writers and filmmakers, we are inspiring the audiences. So we feel like engaged and some interactive conversation. So that's kind of very rewarding to me personally in visiting that workshop. And I only hope that we keep doing this one. It doesn't have to be always my annual film festival. We can also have a year-round screening going on and just invite a group of writer and poet. Just watch one film at a time and see if we can. And if we do, then that will be it will be revolutionary, because I feel how one can be possibly be in a other place, in a war, or in the other side of the world, or in a culture where we are not born and we are not living the life of those people who are on the other side of the world. So it's kind of film gives really a passport to us without buying a ticket and being in that place. So it's amazing. It's fun, and it's creative, and it's unique, and it works.
Well, thank you. And tonight was the closing of the Irvine spot for the festival, and tomorrow will be at Beverly Hills. But during today, the award ceremony was given. And how do you feel that went as an impression to those who attended, and just an overall feeling?
As you were there yourself and you saw, I mean, we were so honored. Every filmmaker who are nominated for award, I would say 90% of them were there. And Mr. Louis Gossett Jr. came to honor us. Actually, we are honored by honoring him for his lifetime achievements. Very inspiring gentleman, and also he's a great actor, of course, but a very nice gentleman. I talked to him. I was about his book, that he's actor and gentleman. So everybody was just had such a great time. We had Emmanuel Ite of Sharon Stone's film Femme. He's the director of Femme. He was there, as well as we had 2 music artists from Australia. Mokai, whose music video New Blood was showing at our festival. Nez Iraq, her film, beautiful music video, was part of our festival. She came, and besides that, many other, Boiling Pot, and Jenny Charismatic, and so on and on. I can just keep raving about this night. And it was, I won't say I'm surprised, but it was a really success, and I was expecting it to be a success, but coming together is the spirit of cinema and celebrating it at a festival.
Thank you. Is there anything else you would like to add?
I want to thank you for following us and putting your time and effort to document this, not only this workshop, even helping out with the film festival as a young journalist. And so I'm just very thankful to you for covering and following us throughout the festival.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much, Heather.